As we all know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. For the longest time, apples have been a staple fruit for people of all ages to eat. While it is an inelastic good, different types of apples have become quite popular. Not to mention, each apple has a different type of refreshing taste, from the most sour to the most sweet. Our curiosity is this: which apple do people like better? Red apples are known for their sweetness, while green apples are known for their tartness. However, green apples, such as Granny Smith, are less sweet at the benefit of more fiber and higher concentrations of vitamins. At the end of the day, though, people enjoy apples for their taste. And so, for the reasonings of daily consumption, we would like to hypothesize this: red apples will be higher rated than green apples, as people like sweetness over tartness. Alternatively, our null hypothesis would be that both apples are rated equally.
In our experiment, we had to carefully design our method of sampling and the execution in order to obtain the most accurate results. From our simple random sample, we choose a student and ask them the following question: between green and red apples, which is the tastiest? Then they are given the 2 small slices of each kind of apple. The important part is that since this is a single blind experiment, the students' eyes have to be closed the entire time. This ensures that they don't know which apple they're expecting first. While the student is tasting the apple, we tell them to rate each apple from 1 to 10. 10 for being a great apple, and 1 for being a disgusting apple. They have the option to rate it after each apple, or at the end altogether. Then we record the data and move on to another student.
Through a sample of 40 Del Norte students, our group was able to make the conclusion that red apples are more favored by our student population than green apples. Through the use of a paired t-test, we discovered that our test p-value was less than our significance level of 0.05, therefore rejecting the null hypothesis and giving us convincing statistically significant evidence that the red apple average rating was greater than that of the green apple. This was further supported by the use of a paired t-interval. Our 95% confidence interval for the difference of mean ratings gave us an interval of negative 2.6911 to negative 0.93383. Though our apple experiment determined which apple was more delicious, there are more than just 2 apples in the world. To get a more accurate data on apple preferences, future experiments may want to broaden the variety of apples to gain a wider range of data. The increase of apple options may change some of the scores one would give each apple. Not to mention, replicating this experiment with varying age groups outside of Del Norte will help get a more accurate result of the true mean difference in ratings. Alright, yeah, go whenever.
They're all moving together. What are we doing? Wait a minute.